from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight we've got a great...
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe it.
That good for 19 on a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground, and they want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Lions had 8 and 5 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. So I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play. And they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it. And he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Ready? Back to 60, back to 60.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. Now a first down carry for Harris. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber who runs like this early. because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run again with Harris. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Come on. Hey.
On second down, this is Harris. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 6. Now 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, it was something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something, and that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe, but that's much easier said than done.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Chiefs.
Now here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 78 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's go now.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. McKinney. They'll find Everett there, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come back, team. Come back, team. 18 Randall, 18 Randall.
In motion goes the tight end.
Rig alert, rig alert. 60 back there, 60 back there.
On 1st and 10, McKinney. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. McKinney. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as we'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. Their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for KC. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. McKinney. That he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. McKinney. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Number 8, a gain of 9 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, McKinney. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Leonard Fournette from 17 yards out. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the... But I think the ball's out. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
19.
Operating from the gun, McKinney. And the Chiefs are going to get it. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Check smash. Check smash.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Back and 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. George Karlaftis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. McKinney. Throwing left side. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 13-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it up. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Pulls it in at the 13. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back to throw. McKinney. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one at the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And And the first down, Chiefs.
On first down, Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Lions 26. Harrison Butker to kick off 4 Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw on 3rd down, McKinney. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Back to throw again. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. McKinney. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. In motion, the tight end.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ramsey.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to look deep down the field, and that is incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Mahomes will try again on second down. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Lions 26. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Here we go. 18 Rebels. 18 Rebels.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Kansas City, they move ever closer